God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her with a light, through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. And what a country it is, the United States of America. It's all good and nothing is bad about it. And I hope you all celebrate the 4th of July this coming Friday. And don't let them 4th of July shame you. You enjoy fireworks, you eat a hot dog, you eat a hamburger, you kiss your wife. And when the fireworks scare your dog, you say, "Shut up! This isn't about you, German Shepherd. We defeated you in World War II, German Shepherd. You didn't help at all, did you, French Bulldog?" This is about the United States of America, and this podcast contains lasers that may trigger seizures in photosensitive viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. This is Laser Show.
Pump up the volume, pump up the volume, pump up the volume, dance, dance.
Good morrow, and good Independence Day week to all. Isn't America great? Fucking think about it. The Grand Canyon, the Great Smoky Mountains, the Great Basin, which I know about from the back of quarters. A lot of quarters I find will have the Great Basin on the back. It seems like it's the most commonly printed national park. Is it even? I don't know what it is. A preserve? A reserve. It made me Google basin a couple years ago, I'll tell you that. The hell is a basin? I'll tell you what basin is. It's a great starter word for Wordle. Basin. I've started doing bogus. And don't get 4th of July shamed, everyone. This is, it's time to just enjoy. We're celebrating. Listen, here's how I look at it. We're not celebrating current, present-day America. We're celebrating 1776 America, when the car was invented. Okay? This is how long ago this was. That's when we first landed on the moon. This is a long time ago. And they separated from the British. I don't know if you guys know this. We separated from the British. And then we stayed here. We said, we're going to be our own thing. And then we built the Great Smoky Mountains. We built the Great Rocky Mountains. We dug the Grand Canyon. And we landed on the fucking moon. Celebrate that. Don't celebrate ice. Ice can kiss my black ass. And I'm not black. Did I say I was black? No. I simply I sat down in some wet tar. Back in April, they were doing some construction on my street. I was tired. I wanted to sit down. I hadn't any pants on. And here we are. I haven't washed it. I can't see it. Episode 40 of Laser Show. We made it. And speaking of 40, I will be turning 40 in 3 years. This month. That's right, it's my birthday month. So if you haven't Venmo'd me, fuck you. Speaking of Venmo, I do have a couple new sponsors I would like to thank. This episode 40, is brought to you by my new sponsors. Oh wait, I was supposed to say something about one of them. Okay, hold on. First of all, I want to thank my sponsors, Jordan and Diane. You might remember Jordan and Diane from a couple episodes ago. They were the people I went out with in Cincinnati and got so drunk that when I came back to Cincinnati 2 weeks later, I found my merch at the bar, and I thought someone was at the bar that had bought my merch, and they were going to be so excited that I just walked into this bar. I thought, damn, someone in this bar is a huge Rhino Flanagan fan. They have my merch here at the bar. Nope, turns out I was so blacked out drunk 2 weeks ago, I went to that very bar and left my stuff there. That was Jordan and Diane's bag is what I left. And don't worry, Jordan and Diane, you'll get that bag 2027. It was honestly dirty. I'm going to give you guys a new bag, okay? Maybe some other goodies, huh? Maybe some olives? I don't know, some raisins? Some leaves from outside? But I also have a new sponsor named Tony DeMaria. It could very well be Tony De Maria. Tony De Maria. When I was singing that song at the beginning, I sounded pretty good, huh? I was like singing it and I was like, damn, I sound pretty good right now. I was hoping I could hear my neighbor creaking upstairs. He has such a creaky floor, this son of a bitch. Do something about it. Put some WD-40 on your floor, you dingus shitbag. Okay, I'm going to log into Venmo here. And I'm going to tell you guys about Tony, okay? He has a business. Do any of you have a business? I used to have one. I got to remember to tell you guys about that after I shout out Tony. Okay. Tony, okay, so Tony lives in Austin. Thank you, Tony, for coming to my show in Austin. He came to my show in Austin. Could he very well have come out with me afterwards? Perhaps. I don't remember anyone's name, but there was a whole lot of people that came out. And boy, did that night go awry. Go back and listen to that episode. I was physically thrown out of the bar by a young man, picked up and thrown out. But if there's anyone listening in Central Texas, your ears might just want to perk up right now. Because maybe you want to get into a new Mazda. Now, if you go to University Mazda, or maybe you want a new Kia, even though the new Kia logo, and it's not Tony's fault, but it looks like ass and shit. It looks like an ass covered in shit. It looks like a K with a backwards N, and Tony knows it, but it's not. Tony didn't do this. Tony didn't make the new Kia logo, did you, Tony? But I'll tell you what Tony can do. He can get you into a nice new Kia or Mazda, Zoom Zoom, or Vroom Vroom. Vroom Vroom? Yeah, it's Vroom Vroom, right? But if anyone is in Waco, okay, now I should probably read the whole thing before I gotta stop talking. If anyone's in Waco, damn, are your ears ringing? Remember that explosion? If anyone's in Waco, go to University Mazda Kia in Waco. You can get a new or a used car, right? But get this. This is not a joke. If you mention the elk, because Tony is a big laserhead, and he always makes it to the elk. And let me know if you make it to the elk. Go comment on my Instagram or wherever. Let me know if you made it to the elk. Tony always makes it to the elk. If you go to University Mazda Kia in Waco, ask for Tony, mention the elk, you're going to get $500 off. This is not a drill. And it could be $500 off of anything. He didn't specify. You could probably buy like a koozie or a pen or something there and get $500 off, and then Tony has to give you like $495. I believe that's what he means. But Tony DeMaria, thank you. And Jordan, and also apparently in an episode where I listed all my past sponsors, I forgot to mention my very first sponsor, Jordan Rantucci. Thank you, Jordan. Jordan's bitch wife had to call me out on it. No, thank you, Diane. Keep me honest, always. My first sponsor and one of my sexiest. So thank you, of course, to all my sponsors, Jordan Rantucci and Diane Furlong, Robert Edelman, Dan Whiteman, Ryan Morris, Shaved Cabbage, Coin Puss, The Dudes, Barb and Chris, AJV Cleaners, Salt and Vinegar Chips, Jordan Dietschy, and of course Tony DeMaria. Thank you all, and welcome to episode 40. A lot's going on. Oh yes, I had a business, I disbanded it. I don't know if anyone remembers last year, or earlier this year, I briefly got interested in wanting to be a travel agent, which I still think is probably an awesome job if you can reach the point where you're good at it. But I joined as an independent contractor with this big travel agency in LA. I like booking trips for my friends. I like to plan a trip. That's something that I feel like I'm good at that's outside of comedy. And you can kind of work your own hours, I would imagine. So I got in with this company, and they were so nice to me. But it was way too independent. Like, I didn't have to do anything. And if I don't have to do anything, I'm not going to do anything. But I was going into this off. But I had to start my own business. I had to get my business license out here and start a business, start a DBA, get a digital mailbox. And I had to get insurance, liability insurance for my company. I set myself up totally, and then I started going into the office, and fucking a month in, I was like, this sucks. I don't feel like doing this. I don't feel like driving to Brentwood and like learning software. I just want to book trips. Give me a client. Let me book their trip. But it's not that. For several years, it's not that. It's a lot of learning software and then building your own clientele, which I'm just not. I have no motivation to do truly anything in this world. You know what my real dream is? My dream, people say, is your dream to be an actor, a comedian, a world famous podcast host? If you could do anything in the world, what's your dream? My dream is to win the lottery and win like $1 billion and then just travel the world, bop around. I could make videos. I would still make little content that brings me and others joy. I would do that. But I would just have a bunch of money for doing nothing at all, and then I would just have fun with it. That's my dream. But listen to this. I don't play the lottery at all. Powerball, lottery, don't play it. And it's my number one dream in the world. And I don't do it. That's how much I don't pursue my dreams. It's right there in front of me. I guess I'll start playing Powerball. And if I win that Powerball, let me tell you this, Laserheads, each and every one of you, I'm giving $1 billion to. All of you. And the sponsors, $2 billion. But here's my new, I'm going to get into the drone show world, I think. I was thinking about that just today. I've decided, new career path, drone shows. I was talking about the 4th of July. Some places do fireworks. A lot of places now will do drone shows, which are more eco-friendly and a lot nicer for the animals. As if we haven't given the animals a fucking enough. People's dogs run away when there's fireworks. Maybe they're a terrible owner of the dog. One thing you could do to combat that would be to close the door. Maybe close the door and comfort your dog. Or if you're not home, you can actually just leave the door closed. Make sure your dog doesn't have opposable thumbs. Take off your dog's opposable thumbs so that they can't unlock and open the door and run away. And then go out and enjoy the 4th of July. But I was talking about drone shows, and I'm fascinated by drone shows. I think to myself, that's something I like. That's something I think is awesome. Really support a drone show. I've seen, I think, 2 of them, but it might have been one. It might have been the same one, just I was walking around and it was 2 different locations, and I'm remembering it as 2 different places I was seeing a drone show. One was after an Angels game, and the other one, maybe it was as I was leaving the Angels game. I remember there being a second one. But they're beautiful. I'm going to get into the... Isn't it crazy? It's like 1,000 drones. They have 1,000 people all standing together, each flying a drone. Isn't that proper fucked? It's like the whole population of Bangladesh. And they're all perfectly synchronized flying these drones. They must have good eyesight. So I'm going to learn about drone shows. Maybe I'm going to get into that ground floor. But for now, I'm still doing comedy, and I'm going on tour in August, and you have to come see me or I'll shoot you in the chest. We're now starting off in Missoula, Montana. Never been there, but some of my sponsors, the dudes, at least one of the dudes, big dude, Chris. You guys know my fantasy football league, right? I'm in a fantasy football league with 11 women and me. And I get my fucking ass kicked. 2 years running now. I haven't even made the damn playoffs. But one of the dudes lives in Montana. She said, come down when you're in Missoula. We're going to go ATVing. So I'm going to go ATVing, folks. You bet you're going to see footage of that. And I'm going to get air. If anyone can make it possible for me to ride a dirt bike, I live in LA. If anyone in Southern California wants to, or when I'm on the road, if anyone wants to take me I really want to ride a dirt bike before I die. Or it could even make me die if I do it right. I really want to ride a dirt bike. I think it looks like the most fun thing. That's possible. The most fun thing you can do is a wingsuit, I think. You ever see those people jump off a cliff and then they fly like a flying squirrel suit and they go like fucking 200 miles an hour? A lot of those people die. That I think it's actually illegal to do that. I watched a documentary on it once. Oh my God. Yeah, people die a lot. There was this husband and wife and they were wingsuiting next to each other. So in love. Look at us. Wingsuiting. Looking at each other. And then the guy tried to pass through a rock structure and the woman went around it and she came out the other side and the guy was not on the other side. He went splat against a rock and probably fully exploded. You fly 200 miles an hour into a rock, you're going to explode like a grape tomato. A grape tomato? Baby tomato? What are those called? Cherry tomato. I call them grape tomatoes. They're closer to a grape than a cherry, I think, size-wise. Anyway, he exploded, and then this woman is doing the interview, and she goes, yes, we were flying together and he exploded, but you know, it's hard to find people that understand your interest in this activity. So like the community, we're all fucking each other. Because everyone else is scared to fall in love with us because we all go splattering against rocks all the time, like a bug. And she goes, this happened and it's such a sad story, and what's even more fucked is that's not the first time I was flying, or it's just not the first time that I had a husband who was a wingsuiter who went splattering against a rock. That's the second time that happened to me. God, man, this lady's got bad luck. And they ask her, what's going on now? Are you married again? She goes, yeah, I'm married a third time to a fucking wingsuiter. Lady, stop it. Maybe that's her kink. Maybe that's her kink. Maybe that's her dirty talk in bed. Yeah, you're going to splatter against a rock someday? Yeah, I'm picturing you completely flat. Oh, I'm completely flat. Oh, I'm going to splatter against a rock. Oh! Anyway, but aside from wingsuiting, one of the most fun thing you can do that's actually attainable in my estimation is a dirt bike. I want to go off some light ramps. I'm not evil can evil here. I want to go off a 5-foot ramp. I want to get I want to go off a 3-foot ramp. I want to get about 5 feet of air up. And I want to land on another ramp. Maybe I could be Evil Knievel. Maybe this is the career that I've been. Maybe I'll be a travel agent. Maybe I'll get into drone shows. Maybe you should be Evil Knievel and leave a memory for these people. Maybe I can snap my whole body in half and be remembered forever, and they have to give me 2 graves, don't they? But anyway, I'm going ATVing in Montana. After Montana, I'll be going to Idaho Falls and then Boise. Lord knows, not terribly great memories last time I was in Boise. That's not true. I had a great time in Boise, and it wasn't until after I left Boise that I found out they weren't going to pay me. Because these Mormons complained about how much I swore, and that my openers, I had a trans opener. They didn't like that. Okay, after... I'm waiting on a couple of slow fucking pokes to get back to me on a couple of these shows, and then I'm going to friggin' finally post like a poster promoting these shows. Missoula, Idaho Falls, Boise. Grand Junction, okay, and then I'm going to Durango. I heard Durango is a cool town. Dodge Durango. The 2025 Dodge Durango, now with bigger nuts. Now with a hairy, hairy nutsack. And a Bang energy drink. Every Dodge Durango comes with a Bang energy drink. One max. And then I might do Rawlins, Wyoming, but I probably shouldn't, huh? What do you guys think? Should I do Rawlins, Wyoming on a Tuesday night? Because that's the back and forth I'm having on email right now. And communication is a bit wanting. And I'm putting way too much effort into trying to get a show on a Tuesday night in Rawlins, Wyoming. Could probably just not do that one. But I kind of want to do it because I think it's going to be a fucking disaster. And I think that'd be kind of fun. And if it is, fuck it. It was Rawlins on a Tuesday. My life isn't going to be fucked by having I guess I could get, quartered. I imagine that's how they kill people in Rawlins. They tie you up to some horses and they quarter you, I would assume. And then I'm going down to Fort Collins. I end the show with some good stuff. End the tour, rather, with some good shows. I'm coming back to the Comedy Fort in Fort Collins. I freaking love that place. And then there's a bar after called Tony's. I'm definitely going to Tony's. I love Tony's. That's going to be a Wednesday night, though. I bet Tony's will be chill as hell. That place is a sleazy little slut of a bar. Tony's. Dirty, nasty little whore of a bar. Then I'm going to Colorado Springs to do a show where I think I do 2 sets, is how I understand it. I think all the comics do like a 10, 15-minute set. And then they all go and they smoke weed, and then you go back on stage and do another 15-minute set, very high. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and I'm so tired of being high in situations where I'm not comfortable. I love being high with my friends and playing games and watching movies and just goofing around and sucking down beers. But man, do I have so many just horrible memories of being too high around a bunch of strangers in a weird town. But I feel like this is going to be a good time. A comic did hit me up. He found out I was doing that show, and he was doing it. He goes, dude, I'm in Colorado Springs, and I'm doing this high show, and you're going to love it. You're going to have such a good time. So I'm pretty stoked about that. And then I'm doing a whole weekend. Hey, I think this is the first weekend I've ever booked on my own, like at a club. I'm doing the Denver Comedy Underground whole weekend. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. That's a lot of shows. I don't know if I just can do that many shows or fill that many shows. But who knows? Denver, people come out. Last time I was in Denver, good-ass time. Good-ass time. So that's where we're at right now with the tour. I could add more. If anyone wants to add more, I will. I don't mind being gone for this. In that beautiful part of the country, Colorado, Wyoming, little Montana, Idaho, I don't mind just driving around there. But it starts August 12th, so it's like a little over a month away. So I might just wrap this thing up. I'm thinking about calling it the Employee of the Month Tour. Oh, I forgot to do my whole intro. Welcome to Laser Show. I am your host, the Fabergé Fiend, Gucci Greatness. Now 3-time Employee of the Week, bitch. Inaugural Employee of the Month. At the movie theater I work at. 3-time employee. It was 2. Yeah, guess what? I just got a 3rd time. I handled stock all by myself on a hot day when the elevator was broken last week. Yeah, that's employee of the week shit. I think I have a hernia. and second alternate to alderman of the 3rd Ward of Cass County, Missouri, Ryan O'Flanagan. Welcome, welcome. Gracious, I gotta get better at the order of things here. But yeah, no big deal. I got another Employee of the Week. Yes, I'm a 3-time champ. There are people that work at this theater that haven't gotten it a single time. Fucking losers! I'm a 3-time champ, bitch. You have to do something above and beyond. And I mean, god damn, did I go above and beyond that last time. The first time I went and I drove to a different theater to cover a shift because they needed help across town. That was a really nice thing to do of me. Second time I found $141 in a theater, and instead of pocketing it, I turned it into management, and they give it 30 days, and then you can claim it if no one calls for it in 30 days. And guess what? No one claimed it. I just got $141, bitch! And Employee of the Week for doing that. And this last time, yeah, we got stock on Wednesdays. We got a bunch of stock, dude. I'm talking chicken tenders. I'm talking paper towels. I'm talking nitrile gloves, black. I'm talking pretzel bites. Yeah, we fry them now. Yeah, we got a complaint about cold pretzel bites that were cold in the middle. It took a whole day in the kitchen to figure out a new way to cook pretzel bites. Yeah, come by and check out our new pretzel bites. We fry them now, 75 seconds, and we use vegan butter now. We don't use regular butter. We use the vegan buttery topping that we put on our popcorn. And people do have nice things to say about our popcorn. A lot of times people eat our popcorn and go, this is really good popcorn. Yeah, you're at a movie theater, dip ass. A woman complained recently, a miserable old woman complained. She wanted a refund because she saw the worst movie she's ever seen in her life, which was The Phoenician Scheme. And we gave her a refund just to shut her the hell up. But in general, yeah, you're not supposed to do that. I wish I had told this woman to buzz off, but she was like, can I speak to a manager? I just saw the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. I said, oh my God, you're 105 years old. Let me help you out. But really, I wish I had said, fuck you, lady. Sorry you didn't like the movie, you dipshit. You think you get a refund because you didn't like the movie? You are way too old to not know this. You probably know so much stuff at this point. I'm very young. I am very young, and I still know that. Speaking of being very young, it is my 37th birthday on July 29th. Thank you. Venmo me, send me a shirt. If you hit me up and you promise to send me a shirt, I don't give a shit. I'll give you my address. Send me like a nice shirt, like a nice going out shirt. Like a nice dress shirt that's cool. Or you know what everyone's wearing now is those cool, they're kind of like, I don't want to say, they're not mesh, but they're cotton, but they're like breathable cotton, cool button downs, short sleeve button. A lot of people are wearing those. They'll be like a nice sand color or even a white or an off-white. I don't know, whatever cool fashion is to you, or even a cool jacket. Winter, as you know, is just around the corner. We are on the other side of that solstice, and days have been getting shorter. They're getting shorter every day, folks. The road to winter has begun. So send me a jacket. DM me if you want to send me a jacket. I won't give you my address, but I'll give you my friend Tony's address and have you send it there. I'll give you Tony and Taylor's address, and you can send it to them, and I'll pick it up. Or I'll give you my neighbor in my building, so I'll just give you their apartment number, but you'll never know mine. You'll never be able to guess mine. There's 8 units in here. You're not going to fucking guess it. Been really stressed out by this guy, Paul. So there's this guy, Paul, I wanted to tell you guys about. I don't know. 100% Paul is going to listen to this podcast because he seems like the kind of guy who would find it and listen to it. There's this guy, Paul. Nice guy, this guy, Paul. One day, this guy, Paul, this is probably a few months ago. Paul comes into the theater that I work at. He goes, "Hey, you go to my gym." I go, "Okay, you look vaguely familiar. Yeah, I think I've seen you at the gym." It's good to see you, man. You've been working here. Very nice guy, Paul. Nice guy with a lot of energy, Paul. A lot of energy. He's like, "Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm leaving that gym, going somewhere else." I'm like, "Oh well." But he's like, "Yeah, I'm here all the time. I love movies." I'm like, "I love that." One thing about working at the movie theater is that's just kind of endeared me to people just going to movies, especially people going to the movies by themselves. I think that's cool and kind of adorable. Or couples just going, "Let's just go see a movie." That's so nice. Let's go see a movie. Let's go see something we could watch on TV, but way bigger. So he comes into the theater maybe once a month. I see Paul. How's it going, man? Give him a pound. Good to see you. Nice guy. Probably gay. But, who isn't? Ain't no way a straight dude is just talking to me being this friendly. But he's not acting all gay or anything like that. They did just have a whole month, and boy, was that a lot. Phew! Glad that's over. Jesus, that got pretty loud, huh? But so, 2 weeks ago, Paul comes into the theater, like, "Hey, what's up, man?" Give him a little pound. A little pound in his ass. But I give him a little pound, and he goes into the movie. And then he goes to see Materialists. And I am, at this point, I'm TTU, we call it. Ticket taker usher. I'm at the front, and I'm a great ticket taker. That's not true. I kind of, you're the face of the company when you're a ticket taker. You have to stand at the door with a scanner, and people come in and you scan their tickets. And a lot of people are stunned that you're there. They go, "Why is there a guy just as soon as you walk in the door just looking at you?" A lot of people don't have tickets. They go, "Yeah, I came here to buy tickets." And I go, "Oh yeah, they can help you over there, the place you would have gone anyway without me being here." And they go, "Yeah, okay, you didn't have to be here for this." But when people come in with their tickets ready, I can scan them. And that's how you make sure that no one comes in and just walks into a theater, which you could pretty easily do. It's really a security position is what it is. It's a very friendly security position. I like it because you stand by the bar and you can watch the TV. We have a TV above the bar. We usually put it on ESPN. That's nice. Something to look at. That's not all these miserable, pathetic, ugly moviegoers. But I was TTU, and it was a very busy day. I think it was 28 years later, like opening weekend or something, and it was slam-bammed. The theater has been slam-bammed. I feel like probably every summer theaters are pretty slam-bammed, but Sinners really fucked everything up. Now everybody's going to the movies again. God damn it. Sinners is the most overrated movie of 2025. Don't at me. It doesn't suck. It doesn't suck at all. It's good. I liked it. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. The hype on Sinners. And now people are going to the theater again. And it was a busy day at this theater. And I'm TTU, so I'm scanning people in. And there's so many people coming in that I'm like scanning. Some people, they get bad service in the theater. They're trying to bring up their QR code, and other people are waiting. I got to go around these people to scan the people behind them. Lines are forming. People are confused. It's hot. There's just a lot of activity I have to deal with at the front of the theater. And Paul comes out of his movie and comes over and walks over to me and is trying to just tell me about the plot and his thoughts on the Materialists. And I am so busy. He's standing on one side of me. I'm scanning people on the other side of me. I am going back and forth trying to be polite to him and also do my job and be polite to these people and greet people. "Hey, how's it going?" And give them information, tell them what theater they're going. I have a lot I have to tell them. "Hi, welcome. Do you have tickets already? I can scan you in. If not, they can help you with concessions." I scan their movie. "Hey, cool. What movie are you seeing? Enjoy the film. You're going to be in Theater 5 down the hall to the right." There's a whole things I have to say. And Paul's just completely talking to me. And he'll stop talking when I'm doing my thing. And then as soon as I stop, he'll start talking. But bro, there's like a line of people. Stop talking to me. He's driving me fucking nuts, dude. He was stressing me the fuck out. And then he goes, well, hey, man, it was good to see you. I want to keep in touch. And he hands me a piece of paper. It was a receipt paper from the concessions. You have to press the feed button, of course. Press the feed button, and then the receipt paper will come out. We also print the movie tickets on there. We have shitty movie tickets. We print our movie tickets on receipt paper. A thin receipt paper, single ply. And he had written, I threw it out, but it said, it's Paul from the formerly of this gym. It's called Hollywood Gym. It's Paul, formerly of Hollywood Gym. And then his phone number. And he finally leaves me the hell alone. Super nice guy. Love Paul. And then I'm thinking, like, God, do I want to? I don't want to. Do I need to text? Why would I want to text this guy? I don't want to be in touch. I have nothing against you, except for that one time that you were being very annoying and I was trying to work. But you're not like a dick. He was just kind of, he was excited about the movie and wanted to talk to me. That's fine. But that's the only negative experience I ever had with Paul. But that was just him being overly friendly. But I'm still like, I don't want to text this guy. Lord knows, I've gotten in trouble with these gays before. Go back and listen to my Date with a Man episode. It's in the first 10 episodes. I was too friendly to one of these gays. I had to go on a whole date with the guy. I had to kiss his asshole. I had to. I don't make the rules. I just make the mistakes. But I'm like, I don't really want to text this guy, dude. What are we going to text about? Like, what are we going to be in touch? Talk about movies? Don't want to. Talk about the gym? Don't want to. We don't have to be friends, dude. So I'm like, I didn't text him. I didn't text him for like 4 days. But I kept the thing. I kept his receipt with his number on it because I'm like, he's a nice guy. Maybe I'll text him someday. And after like 4 or 5 days, I was like, well, I really don't want to see this guy in the theater. And he's going to be like, hey, remember I gave you my number and you just didn't text me? I don't want to have that situation. And he told me when he was in the theater, he goes, well, you know, whenever I come in here, I always ask, is Ryan working? And I'm like, that's cool. You don't have to be asking about me. What if I'm in the back and so I'm like, hey, this guy's asking about you and I had to come out and it's just the guy that used to go to my gym that I don't even remember from my gym? Holy hell, my best friend. Good to see you. Hell no. I'd pop out and be like, oh, yeah, hi, man. Don't be asking about me at work. We're not that close. But anyway, so after like 5 days, I go, man, I'm really worried he's going to come back into the theater and like call me out for not texting him and I'm going to feel awkward. So you know what? Fuck it, I'm going to text him and just say, hey, yo, great seeing you. Here's, it's Ryan. So here's what I said. This is on Friday. Yo, dude, it's Ryan from the gym/theater. Totally forgot to text you. That's not true. I didn't totally forget. I was thinking on it if I wanted to. Do I want to be friendly? Or do I want to do what's right? Ultimately, I ended up being friendly. Yo, dude, it's Ryan from the gym/theater. Totally forgot to text you. That's where we know each other from. The gym/theater. Famously, this is where we know each other from, and he gave me his number. Knowing my name is Ryan, I go, hey, it's Ryan. This is what he says. Like the next day. Howdy, period. Which gym? I hit a couple. Motherfucker. You gave me your number. Told me that every time you come into the theater, you ask for Ryan. You remember me from the gym, but now you're seeing me at the theater, where you gave me your number. I text you, saying it's me from the gym/theater, and you have the damn nerve to go, howdy, which gym? I hit a couple. Yeah, I bet you do, you fucking idiot. Maybe you should hit a couple books, you stupid man. No, Paul's nice. I'm pissed at that response. I'm like, fuck, all right. I was being nice, dude. I don't want to fucking text you. So I just didn't respond. This was Friday at 5:41 p.m. I'm just like, I'm not going to respond to that. Fuck you. Don't even remember like who I am. Or are you pretending to not know? This is how my friends theorize. He's playing hard to get. So I don't say anything. On Saturday at 6:59 p.m., this is now 24 hours later. This is actually 25 hours later. After I haven't responded, he just says simply, GuacDaddy? Question mark? GuacDaddy? Follow-up text. I know, I think Kevin from there, not Orion. Yeah, that's what it was. I forgot my name. Yeah, my bad. This is Kevin. Why did I say Ryan? What the hell is this text, dude? GuacDaddy? So I look up GuacDaddy, and it's just like a taco place. That name sucks for a taco place. And also sucks as a random text to receive from this guy that you think is trying to fuck your ass. GuacDaddy? So I'm going to add that to my intro. Gucci Greatness, the Fabergé Fiend, GuacDaddy, 3-time Employee of the Week, 1-time Employee of the Month, 2nd Alderman of the 3rd Ward of Cass County, Missouri, Ryan O'Flanagan. So then I'm pissed. Yeah, no, dude. I also love this sentence. I know, I think Kevin from there, not Orion. I don't respond to that either. Now you're just you're just a fucking idiot. Are you playing hard to get, or are you just a fucking idiot? Because that sentence, that's not how you order words in a sentence to make it make sense. I know, I think Kevin from there. I know, I think Kevin. Bro, what is this, a Mad Lib? So I ignore that. I'm like, I'm not, all right, I'm done. I now think you're weird, and I'm not responding to you because you're weird. So I don't say anything to that. Now I'm just ignoring him. That was Saturday. Now yesterday, which as of this recording was Monday, so this is now 2 days after that. Oh crap, I finally pulled my head out, LOL. Hey, handsome Ryan. Were you busy this past weekend for F1? Good for Paul. He finally pulled his head out. He finally remembered 4 days later. Oh, Ryan! And he's been just looking at this text thread that I have not responded to since the first text I sent him 4 days ago. And he's just looking at it going, who the hell? We have to keep talking. He clearly wants to keep talking and having a conversation. So I'm going to keep following up because this guy, he texted me. So he wants to talk. No, Paul. I was being nice. You made it weird. And you know what's fucked? We were busy this past weekend with F1. I would love to talk about that. I haven't seen F1. I would love to see F1. I've been busy. You fucking pop in with like, hey, how was you busy with F1? If you had said that right away, great. I'll tell you about the weekend we had with F1. It was really fucking busy. And people make, and you know what? It's the first movie we've had since I've worked there that like a lot of kids have come to. I don't like that. They're all so ugly. I gotta tell you guys about a kid that I met recently. Don't let me forget. But first, let me give you the rest of his text. Finally pulled my head out. Hey, handsome Ryan! Exclamation point. That's not good. Uh-oh. My theory may be correct that he's a gay guy. And then follow-up text. Parentheses. There's a GuacDaddy fast casual Mexican restaurant right next to the Los Feliz 3, which is a movie theater. And a guy used to work there who saw me at the Hollywood YMCA working out. He recognized me and said hi when I got food before a movie months ago. I keep going back to say hi, and I don't think he works there anymore! Exclamation point. So anyway, that's why I was confused. He's Kevin. LOL. Close parentheses. So it totally makes sense. After that explanation, now I can see why, hey, it's me from the theater/gym. He met another guy from the theater/gym that also worked at GuacDaddy. But that guy's name was Kevin, so that's what's confusing, because you said Ryan. Please tell me when you're doing any stand-up and I'll come see you. Question mark, exclamation point. That's not a question, Paul. That is a statement. And no. Absolutely not will I be telling you when I do stand-up. I also don't do a lot of stand-up in LA. Isn't that fucked? I've really lost motivation to do shitty like bar shows that don't pay. I'll do a shitty bar show that pays. I didn't respond. That was yesterday. I didn't respond to that. I was like, all right, now he knows who I am. I feel like, maybe now I should jump in and go, hey, yeah, it's me. But I'm like, it's fucking weird at this point. And he called me Handsome Ryan, so I feel a little justified, and I'm going to not respond to that. This guy's probably a rapist and a thief. Follow-up text. The next day, this is now today, 2.5 hours ago. Parentheses. A little surprised y'all don't have Sorry Baby. Close parentheses. I guess that's a movie? I haven't heard about it. I'm not surprised that we don't have it because I've never heard of it. Right now we have F1 the movie, huge hit. We have 28 Years Later, very big hit. Materialists and The Phoenician Scheme. Apparently the worst movie this old woman has ever seen in her life. And she's seen a lot of movies because she was about 105 years old. She had brittle bones if they were still real. But anyway, that's what's been going on. Speaking of gays, I wanted to share a note that I found outside. I forgot to talk about this on the last episode. I found this a while ago, and I will share the picture. If you look at my Instagram, I'm going to share a picture. I found this note outside my apartment. Like on the street, on the side, on the ground. It was on the sidewalk. I was going for a run. I found it on the ground. It was a folded up piece of, lined paper. And it said, straight, bi, gay, curious men read this. And so I picked it up because I'm straight. And I read the inside and it says, I'm a gay Latino / Native American looking to blow clouds and cock. My cock size is 8.5 inches long and 3.5 inches wide. Oh my God, fella. That is a Pringles can of a cock. Text me if you want to kick it with me. And then he left his number, which I'm going to read to you guys. 562-206-9507. I believe that's an Orange County area code. But he left it on my street, which is in West Hollywood. But if anyone wants to blow clouds and cock with this guy, he has an 8.5-inch cock, which I'm not familiar with too many cocks, mostly my own. That's about twice the size of mine. And 3.5 inches wide, that can't be true. God help this man if he has elephantitis. That's got to be an awful looking thing. Yeah, if you want to blow cock, yeah, if you want to unhinge your jaw like a snake, he's gonna rip your head. You're gonna get it's like being curb stomped if you try to blow this guy's cock. But I just want to let you guys know about that. Anyway, I took this note and I was sending it to my friends. Thought it was funny. It's inside my apartment. I put it in my pocket on my run. And then at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? I'm going to leave this back where I found it because this poor guy, maybe what if he meets the love of his life through this? Who am I to take it inside and keep it as a funny joke? So I went and put it right where I found it. Actually, in a better spot. I put it up on this little railing, little stone wall. Jackson, I named the wall. Put the little note on there, and I hope he found somebody. Next time I walked by, it was gone, so hopefully someone took it who wanted it and needed it. Love is in the air. Isn't July the best? Hot, hot heat. The 4th. 7-Eleven day. Free Slurpee. Slurpee? Slushy. Day. My birthday. My mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. Recently at work, guess who came in? J-Lo. Jennifer Lopez, of course. She came into the theater and went straight to me, and I got her popcorn. J-Lo came. We've had a few celebrities in the theater. Jeremy Allen White, I saw. I saw John Stamos, Harlan Williams, Reek from Game of Thrones, and apparently Keanu's been there. Mikey Madison's been there. But this is by far the biggest celebrity. J-Lo comes in, and I'm working the register that day. I'm in concessions, and she comes right over to me with, I assume, her child. It was a young person. And I'm looking at J-Lo, and I'm going, man, this bitch looks just like J-Lo. Huh. Whoever she is, she's beautiful. But I was pretty frazzled because I was like, it's clearly J-Lo, but I'm like, there's no way this is fucking J-Lo. Don't be the asshole that gets all nervous about this woman because you thought it was J-Lo. And it's just some lady that looks a lot like J-Lo. And let me tell you, she walked away, and all the coworkers looked at each other and went, oh my God, that was J-Lo. She asked for, what size popcorns do you have? And we unfortunately have to tell everybody, we have a tiny little bag and a huge bucket. It's $1 difference. She goes, can you give me a small popcorn but put it in the bucket? And we're not supposed to do that because if you sell a bucket, they count the buckets. They do the inventory. I don't know if that's true, but that's what they tell us. You can't just I can't charge you for a small popcorn. The reason she wanted a small popcorn in a large bucket is because she didn't want to eat all that popcorn, but also the bucket is just nicer than the bag. It's like nice hard cardboard. But she orders a bunch of things. They get some Haribos. They get a Tony's Chocolonely, a drink or two. Then she goes, popcorn, popcorn. Could I put a small popcorn in a large bucket? And my brain fell through my ass. I didn't know what to say. Because the answer was, we can't do that. Because they count the buckets at the end. So if I give you a bucket, I have to charge you for a bucket. And J-Lo hasn't worked in a while, so I think she's been kind of struggling financially. Don't want to be charging her for, but I can't say that whole thing. So what I said was, we can't. And she goes, never mind. I just had a bunch of like sounds, like I was doing a remix. I sounded like for so long. I felt like it went on for like 5 seconds, me trying to think of what to say. And I couldn't, and then she just goes, never mind, we'll take the small. Then she put her purse up on the counter, and it was like a Christian Dior, I think, or something like that. And I was like, is this bitch J-Lo? And it was. So I served J-Lo. This episode is brought to you by J-Lo. I'm going to add J-Lo as a sponsor. A lot of people say she's a raging bitch. Stark raving whore bitch. But she was pleasant. Pleasant enough to me. In other news, I recently dropped my phone in a gutter. How much time have I been doing? Can I tell this story? Hold on, let me check. 54 minutes. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'll tell 2 quick stories. I dropped my phone in a gutter recently. I was at having a night out in Pasadena with some friends for a friend's birthday. And then I left the bar, and I was sitting on the sidewalk outside the bar. I thought we were all leaving the bar, but turns out I was the only one leaving the bar. I was just outside. There's like 20 of us. Yeah, I got a lot of friends. There's like 20 of us. I go outside. I'm the only one outside. And I can't get back in. It's the end of the night. So I'm like, all right. I sit down on the curb, and I'm on my phone texting everyone, hey, I thought we were all going outside, but I'm the only one outside. I go to take my phone out. I drop my phone on the ground, and it bounces straight into the gutter. The drain? The drain. On the side of the sidewalk. I'm on the side of the curb. The sidewalk, yeah. The drain, the flood drain. You guys know what I'm talking about. Where water goes when it rains. And a lot of trash. But no poop or anything. I mean, probably some poop. It is Los Angeles. And so I'm just sitting there, and I just dropped my phone into the fucking gutter. And I thought, well, that sure sucks. It's 2 in the morning. I'm drunk. And yikes. I have to work tomorrow in the morning. And I just dropped my phone in the fucking gutter. I'm broke. Even if I was rich, that fucking sucks to lose your phone. And I'm just sitting there in shock. Holy shit, I just dropped my fucking phone in the fucking gutter. In no way, shape, or form did I ever think that I would ever get this phone back. I think I gotta wake up and I gotta go buy a new fucking phone now before work? What the hell am I gonna do? I gotta go to the Apple store? The T-Mobile store? What an insane thing to have to do that I wasn't supposed to have to do. Oh, that sucks. Then my friends come out of the bar and I go, hey guys, I just dropped my phone in the goddamn gutter. My life sucks. And within seconds, my friends all go, why don't we just lift this manhole cover? And let's see if we can lift it. It's got some finger holes. I thought, oh shit, dude, that's a great idea. And my friends go over and they throw some fingers in the manhole, as we all deserve to do once in our lives. Some people get it out of the way young. Some people wait till they meet Paul to stuff their finger in a manhole. But my friends shove their fingers in this tight manhole, and they pull the cover out. And when that cover moved, I thought, oh my God, this might actually happen. This might actually happen. They move the manhole. I shine my flashlight down there, and I can see my phone laying on a pile of muck, but it's down there, and there's a ladder. I go, oh my God, I can get my fucking phone back that I had 100% just made peace with the fact that phone was gone. Made peace is a strong word, but I had just accepted it. That sucks, but my phone, I just lost. It's like dropping your phone into a volcano. That phone's gone. Down the gutter, in the drain of a street, of a sidewalk, that phone's gone. The only way to get down there is to be like a fireman or a rat. But my friends, I call my friends my phones. That's all they are to me. Don't talk to me in person, please. I'll text you, though. They lift the manhole. I go to get down into immediately. And I have really nice new shoes. Super clean, white shoes. Thank you to my friend Rob Gleason. Has a buddy at Nike. Sent me some nice Nikes. Discount. I climb down into the damn gutter. And I get my phone back. And I bring it back up. It's covered in muck. It's not shit. It is gross. It's got like muck on it. Luckily, some friends had some like napkins or something from the bar they brought out. But I got my phone back unscathed, not even cracked, nothing. I just had to bring it after I wet wiped it afterwards, cleaned it. What a success story. And yes, there's a video of that happening, and I will share it on my Instagram. Check out my Instagram. Go to me posting episode 40 of Laser Show. And check out that video. I'm going to post that. I'm going to post that note from outside. And one cool thing that's happening right now in my life, just to close up as we approach an hour. That's good. It's a good length for a podcast. I had an audition. I had an audition 2 weeks ago for a Visa commercial, and I had to play a dad, and I got assigned a son, and this kid could have been my son. His name was River. A lot of kids are named River now because everyone's stupid. And they name their kids things like River. But I had an audition with this kid named River. He was about 9 years old. He played my son. Quiet kid, nice kid. Curly hair. Could look like a young me when I let my hair grow out, which I have been doing, by the way. I don't know if anyone's been seeing my videos I've been posting. Letting my hair grow out a little bit. Letting the curls come back. First time since 2021. I'm kind of letting it grow out a bit. The curls are back. The ox curls, like a water buffalo. Nice flat top and then curly little Betty curls on the side. But I do this audition with River. I meet his mom. His mom's very nice. Hollywood mom, bringing her son to auditions. Can't tell if he wants to. That was 2 weeks ago. I play a dad. I got to be with my son. Hey, you excited for the game, buddy? You hungry? Improving with a 9-year-old. And then yesterday, or the day before, no, it was yesterday, I wake up in the morning and I have a same day, last minute, better hurry up, call back for this commercial, Visa commercial. Call back. You usually find out like the day before the callback, but I found out morning of. I got a text from my agency. Hey, look at your shit. You have an audition today. Call back. I'm like, holy shit, I haven't gotten a call back in honestly a while. Get a call back, go back in for this commercial. Who comes into the elevator with me? River and his mom. They go, hey, the mom's like, hey, you're here for the audition? And I was like, yeah. This is what a good memory I am. Or maybe just a creep pedophile. I say to the kid, I think I auditioned with you last time. River, right? And he goes, yeah. And his mom was like, yeah. So did you play his dad? I go, yeah. They go, oh, they must have liked you guys together. I was like, cool. What if we book this commercial or River's my son? So we get there. We go up to the audition area, waiting area. We sign in. It's me, River, his mom, and this big black guy. And they go, okay, up next it's going to be River and this big black guy. And I bet the black guy just looking at this kid like, I'm playing his dad? Okay. Yeah, no, I can do that. And he was a super friendly guy, joking around with River. Him and his mom, they're making jokes. I love mixed kids, right? And so this guy goes in with my sweet River. And I don't know how they did. But while they're in there, the world's most annoying little Asian boy comes around the corner with his mom, who is fucking exhausted. This kid was a pain in the ass. He comes around the corner, and I'm sitting next to a guy who is also there to audition. He's wearing a Steven Gostkowski Patriots jersey. Crazy jersey to wear. Shout out Ryan Gall, very funny improviser and actor. He was there to audition. He was after me. He's sitting there in a Pats jersey. We're playing like we're going to a football game. And this little Asian boy walks by him and goes, I don't like the Patriots. And Ryan goes, okay, nice to meet you. I thought, well, this kid's a fucking pain in the ass. And he's just like one of those ADD kids who's just like talking and just a mile a minute just saying shit. And his poor mom is just, yeah. And they come, okay, Ryan, you're up next with Josiah. So now this little Asian boy, a little Chinese boy, not Chinese, but I do think that helps the story. It's the funniest Asian. Can we all admit Chinese is the funniest Asian? If a little Chinese boy plays my son, that's funnier than a little Korean boy playing my son. Let's be real. But I'm pretty sure he was Korean. But I'm going to call him a little Chinese boy because he was really annoying. So I don't respect what he is. We go in together. He starts just like running around the room. And the guy's like, okay, whoa, okay, all right, hey, buddy, so stand there on that X. There's 2 X's. He goes, you stand on that X, Ryan, you stand on the other X? And the kid goes, last time I was standing on the other X. And the guy's like, yep, well, this time you're on this X. Then there's snacks. There's snacks in the back of the room like granola bars. And the kid just goes, I see snacks. I want to eat the snacks. Seriously, that's how he talks. I see snacks. I want to eat the snacks. I'm like, fuck, dude. Please don't let this kid book this commercial. This kid needs a smack in the back of the head more than he needs a commercial. I need a goddamn commercial, motherfuckers. And we do the audition. He does a good job. I mean, he talks back to me. He understands that he's in a scene. He's 9 years old. And then we leave and he's just talking to his mom, not making a goddamn lick of sense. And I'm walking in front of them down the hallway to the elevator when we left. And he just goes, he's walking in front of us. His mom goes, yeah, he is. And I turn around, I'm like, yeah, I'm leaving also. And then I just like hang back and I just like go on my phone for a bit because I don't want them walking behind me. This kid's creeped me out. And so I'm just like on my phone. I'm walking behind them. And he goes, now he's walking behind us. Shut up, kid. This poor mom is just fucking mortified of her stupid kid. And we get to the area where the elevators are. And he starts running around with his head straight down, just running around. Like a little muskrat. Then an elevator opens. He goes to run into the elevator with his face and head looking straight down. He's watching his feet run. And he just crashes into this woman that was coming out of the elevator. Hit her right in the pussy with his head. If she had nice big fat balls like me, she would have been doubled over on the floor. But luckily she just had a woman's pussy, which as we all know doesn't have feeling. And his mom goes, Josiah, watch where you're going. Apologize. He goes, sorry. And I get in the elevator with this out of control kid, and his mother just looks at me. His mother just looks at me with the saddest, most tired eyes. And she was Asian too, so that's not easy to do. To have sad, tired eyes when you're an Asian woman. But boy, were they sad and tired. And I tried to think of something to say, but I didn't. I just gave her a shrug and a little smirk. And a little smile. Hey, it's okay. I don't want to be like, hey, kids. Maybe she enjoys it. I don't know. She was very patient and nice with him. Bless that woman. I don't want that kid to book anything, but I do want that mother to like make money from him booking something, I guess. So if you see a Visa commercial where it's a father and a son outside of a 49ers game, and then there's a scalper trying to like steal our information, steal our ID by like selling us tickets on like, through his phone or whatever, then he gets tackled by a 49ers player who represents Visa security, ID security, theft security, who's a Niners defender, which I would assume would be Nick Bosa. I don't know. So that'd be cool to be in a commercial with Nick Bosa. But if you see that commercial and it's a little Chinese boy, I'm gonna call him, just know that his mother hopefully is taking some of that money, and she deserves it. She's been through a lot. But you might see me in that commercial because I got on a veil for it yesterday. I got on a veil for that, which usually means it's like between 2 or 3 people. So I'm on a veils for that. I haven't gotten on a veils for a commercial, I don't think yet this year. That would be great. That would be awesome. But as you know, the last 4 national commercials I booked all fell through, and I didn't make money from any of them. And now I work at a movie theater. And that was episode 40 of Laser Show. Do let me know if you made it to the Elk. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful 4th of July. Venmo me on July 29th, my birthday. Have a wonderful July. If I book this commercial, Laura, I'm going to do a whole episode about it. I'm going to talk all about it because I'm going to be spending a lot of time with a child. I hope it's River. Wouldn't that be cool? Me and my original son. I get my son back. It's going to be very emotional. I'm going to get my son back. But Lord knows I'm probably not going to book it. And if I do, it's probably not going to air because I am commercial poison. Pump up the volume, pump up the volume, pump up the volume. Dance, dance.
Pump up the volume, pump up the volume, pump up the volume, dance, dance.
Brio, brio, ya. Brio, brio, ya. Brio, brio, ya. Brio, brio, ya.